Hello everyone. Today I'm going to teach how to use Moises. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so I just tap on next, get started. Great. Okay, so you see sign in with Google, sign in with Facebook, sign in with Twitter, and continue with email. I'm just going to do sign in with Google. Yeah. So sign in with Google. Okay, so you choose your account, but if your account is not here, just add another word account. So it takes you there. I'm going to pause this. So you just enter your email and then password. Yeah, I don't have to teach this. Okay, so I can select this one then. Okay, so we can see the interface. Can we all see the interface? All right, so I'm going to go back to the sign in page again so that we use continue with email method to square one. So let's go continue with email, and you see we have login here and we have sign what up here, login, sign up. If you are new, you use the sign up. Okay, so I'm going to use my email. Let me do it. Okay, let me pause this. I'm coming. Right, so my password is already here. Let's go. Okay, so you go to done what allow, and then here. So you see when it's a new email, when it's a new account, this is what happens. Let me show you. It gives you this file here. I've seen it, Sydney Keddington, make your move. This file here is a tutorial file for you, just for you to have an experience of how the app works. So no matter what, the moment you just sign in, you just sign up with a new account, that file is what given to you. But if you don't want it, you can just, and then you delete it. Can you see delete? I want it, so yeah, I'll be using it to teach, so pardon me for that. Okay, now let's go through the whole interface. Let's start with this side. Let me move this. Okay, so let's look at this side. The color is bad. Okay, let's look at this side. Hope we can see this side, the one that I just highlighted. Good. We can see three buttons. We can see this button here. Okay, this button is called the song library button, and we can see this button here. This button is the add music button, and we can see this button here. This is the profile button, okay, let's continue. Good. So up here you can see library, right? It means that we are on the library page. What the library page does, it just displays the list of songs that you have added to Moises, or you've uploaded to Moises. So the moment we add a song, they will all display here. All right. So that's what the song library page does. It just displays the songs that you've uploaded into Moises. And this button here allows us to go to the song library button. So I hope we are cool with that. This one here is the add music button. So let's try it out. So I just tap this. So this is the add music page, or the new song page. Okay, you can see it's saying 5 minutes per file. The free plan supports songs up to 5 minutes. Upgrade to premium for extended durations. Okay, so let me tell you some limits that is associated with adding a new song. Okay, the first limit is you can only upload 5 songs. That's the first limit. you can only upload 5 songs per month. Sorry, you can only upload 5 songs per what month. So in January you can only upload 5 songs, then you have to wait February, then you upload 5 songs. That's how it works. Like, good. Apart from that, the second limit is that you can only manipulate 5-minute song. You can only manipulate a 5-minute song. What does this mean? It means that if your song is 7 minutes, okay, when you upload it into Moises will just take the first 5 minutes, okay, and remove the other 2 minutes out. So it will crop out the last 2 minutes out and only take the first 5 minutes. I'm using it. So when you have a 5-minute song, you are cool. You have the whole song that you can use for Moises. But when you have a 6-minute, 7-minute song, Moises is just going to take the first 5 minutes and then take the 2 or the 1 word out. Good. So these are the limits. 1, just 5 songs to be uploaded per month. And the second limit is only 5-minute songs can be manipulated. If you use a 10-minute song, Moises will just take first 5 minutes of the song and then leave the other 5 minutes out. Good. Hope we are clear with that. So we'll use we are uploading new song. We'll use the files app here, this one. So allow, of course. Okay, so we need to choose our song. Let's look for our song. Select music track. Oh, there's no song here. Okay, so let me get a song. I'm coming. Okay, so I'm done downloading the song. So let's go audio. All right. Okay. All right, so you have this interface here. This is the options interface. The options interface. Oh yeah, the options interface. So we have this option here. You can see this option 2 here, this option here, this option here, this option here, and then the last option, which is the option here. Very good. Now you can see that let me give a color. Yes, you can see that this 4 options, 1, 2, let me take this. You can see that these 4 options have a lock on them. That's also another limit. You can't use these 4 options. The only options you can use is the ones without the padlock. So you can see this doesn't have any padlock. This too doesn't have any padlock. Good. Now looking at this, the first option here states that the song will be split into vocals. That's just the vocals, the a cappella part. Drums, boom, 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 and bass, other is piano, bing, 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 or violin. Yeah, so like that. So when you have vocals in the song that you want to split, it was that the first option will split it into just vocals. When you have drums inside, it will split into just drums. When you have bass inside, it will split into just bass. When you have piano inside, it will be in other. I'm using it. Good. And then the second one here will just split the song into just vocals and then just instrumentals. Just vocals means that you only hear the vocals. That's just the vocals, and you only get the whole instrumentals. That's the drum, the bass, and then all other instruments will be as one. That's what the second option is. The second option, all the instrumentals will be as one, and you have the vocals at one side. Okay, the first one, the instrumentals will be separated into drum, bass, and then other. Okay, now the song that I told you that the Moises gives us for practice, that one is splits the song into vocals, drums, bass, and then other. So we'll just use the vocals and instrumentals. That's what we'll use this one, so that we can have a feel of both options. So I'll choose vocals and instrumental, and then I'll do submit. Okay, so it's uploading. I think I should have paused this. Yeah. Okay. I think we are done uploading. Okay, so when it uploads, then it processes. Okay, yes, then it processes. So I just got it. Okay, so it's now processing. Hope you can see processing. All right, I'll also download the song that Moises gives to us. Okay, so yeah, it's going to take a while. It's going to take a while for that to happen, but as it's taking a while, okay, you will just pause it as it's taking a while. Is ready. Both our songs are ready. We have the first one, Joyous Celebration. That's the one we use the two options, vocals and instrumentals. Okay, and the next thing is the Sydney Keddington. That one is the one that I said when you sign in, Moises gives you this song, okay, so that you use it to just check out the features. Okay, so let's use them. Let's start with Sydney Keddington. Let's start with Sydney Keddington. All right, so let's look at the features. Let's look at the features here. Okay, so up here, of course, is the song title, right? And then up here is the chord progression. It's the chord progression. So as the song is playing, the chord is what moving. Okay, so let me play it and then you see what I mean. Let me fix it there so that you see the chord progression. Okay, let's go. No one ever told you to go out on your own to a wild world full of risk and opportunity. Many choose a road that's been traveled on before, so they know which way to turn when. So you saw that the chord progressions were what were moving. I hope you saw it, that the chord progressions were what were moving. Yeah. All right. Good. So that is for this side. We are done with this side. Yes, we are done with this side. Oh, of course, there is a setting button here. You can see the setting button here. Yes. Yeah. So that's a setting button. So we are done with that side. Okay. Let's move to the next side. And give an appropriate color. Okay, so this is where we are coming to. Okay, just this side. Okay, we are coming to just what this side. Okay, good. Now that side, you see two things that I want you to identify. I want you to identify this things here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then what? 5. Okay, these are the toggle buttons. Toggle buttons simply means to switch between two states. Okay, so the toggle button is just to switch on and then off, so when you tap on it, okay, it offs. When you tap on it again, it's what turns what's on. Okay, and each toggle button means something. Okay, the first one, that's the one on top, which looks like a mic, okay, represent vocals. That's just the singer's word sound, okay. The second one that follows the vocals is the drum. As you can see the icon there, the drum, and it represents the drum. Yeah. And then the third one represents the bass guitar. Hope you can see it. The fourth one represents the guitar, and then the fifth one represents the piano, and then other instruments. So that is what they mean. So you can toggle them on and then off, on and then what's off. Good. And then these ones that I want you to see, they are just volumes. They are just volumes here. So the one to my far right, okay, is the volume for vocals. Then it follows what's like that. Okay, now why is there toggles and then why are there volumes? So this is the reason. Okay, let's say you just want to hear only what vocals. You want to hear only what vocals. What do? You just switch off what, or yes, you switch off the toggles for what the other what instrument. Isn't it? So you only get what vocals. Let's play it and then hear. Get lost. You've got more to give. You could ever take. What a shame it'd be. Keep that to yourself. There's so much more to life. Doing what you're told. Come on, try to write a rose. Yes. So that's when you just want what the vocals, then you just toggle it what on. Isn't it? Good. What if you want only what the instrumentals? You turn off this, then you turn all the what the instruments. Okay, then so what if you just want to hear the drums? You just want to hear the drums. You just turn off what all other instruments and then leave the drum what toggled what on. What if you want only vocals and then what drums? You turn what vocals and what drum on and then down your head, what's there to lose? You know it's gonna stay away. So let's add the other instruments that we want. You'll keep wishing for what you don't have. Tell me, have you ever seen a person take the world by storm, doing ordinary things? Alright, now let's try the volumes. So with the volumes, let's say you want the drum and then the vocals, you just want the drum to be a bit lower. Should just be at the background very low, whilst the vocals will become high. So you just increase the volume for what vocals and then decrease the volume for what drums. Then so you see the drum is playing in there, but then it's light. It has a low volume. Have you seen it? Because you chose it that it should be a low, or you can just increase it like that and then. I'll be bruised with a chip on my shoulder before that life happened to me. So I'm using it. Good. So I hope we understand it now. Yes, so that's the toggle and then what the volumes, the toggle buttons and then what the volume. Good. So we are done with that side. We are done with 3 sides of the interface. Let me select. So we are done with this side of the interface. And we are also done with this side of the interface, right? Good. So let's try this side of what the interface. That's the third one. Okay. So we are moving here, which is this side of what the interface. So let's just do the reset. The reset is you've done all the changes and you just want to start everything afresh. Just reset. And you see that now everything is back to what's normal. All the things you changed, all the things you off. Perhaps you want to start everything all over again. Just reset and then everything will come in. And then the other one is what export. The other one is what export. Now use the export when you want to send the sounds to what someone. You want to send it to someone, or you want to share it, or you want to save it to what your files. You want to save it on your storage what device. You want to store it on your phone. Yes, you want to save it on what your phone. You use what's the export. Okay. Now when you come to export, you have 2 options. Export to save to device. Okay, that's you save it to the device, or export to what to share. Are you using it? So let's try share. Export to share. Good. And now we have 2 options: separated tracks or audio what mix. Now you can see that over here we only want the vocals, and then yes, we only want the vocals, and then we only want what the drums. That's why they are what's toggled what's on, right? Good. So we want to export them. So we want to share. Now it's asking me that do I want it as a separate track? Separate track simply means that you have at the end you have 2 audio files. one which contains just what the vocals, and then one which contains just what the drums. So you'll be having two what audio what files. Let's try it. So mp3, I choose mp3, share. It's exporting. Let me pause it when it finishes. Okay, so as usual, I want to share it via WhatsApp. So WhatsApp, and then I might choose myself. This is not my phone, by the way. So okay, so you see that now it's sending two word files. I'm using it. It's sending the file up here, and then the second word file. I'm using it. So one will be for vocals, and then one will be for just what drums. One will be for vocals, and then one will be for just what drums. So let me pause. Just see over here. Yeah, let's just see over here. We have the two files. I've sent them already, so let's play them in here. Let down your head, what's there to lose? So you see, this one is just the vocals, and this one is just what the drums. So you can yes, so you can see that no one ever told you you'd be. So you can see that when you export to what separated tracks, okay, it sends the audio separated, and then what the drums to what separated, okay. But when you use the audio mix what method, it will combine what these two what instruments, okay, as what one. All right. So let's try that one too. Let's just try that one too. Let's just try that one. I hope you can see it. I'm now sharing it. So send it to myself, and then send. Okay, so it's also loading. When it finishes, then we. Okay, so it's now ready, so I'm going to play it. Okay, so let's play it again. Wow, I think it has it faulty. So now you see that the drum and then the song is just what one, because we use audio mix. Okay, that's this one. So you see now it's with the drums. I'm using it. Alright, so let's go back to our Moises. Okay, so yes, so that's it. So when you export and then you use audio mix, it's going to combine what the various parts into what one audio what file, okay. But when you use separated tracks, it's going to separate them. So let's say you want the vocals, the drums, the piano, the bass, like all of this, you want them as one. The easiest way is to just what export, and then what share, and then use the separated what tracks what method. I'm using it. When you use the separated tracks method, it will separate. It will create what, let me see, 1 2 3 4 5 different audio what files, and each file contain either vocals, drums, guitar, bass, or what piano. Good. Hope we get this concept. All right, so we are done with this side. We are done with this side, right? Okay, so the next side is this side, and we are good to go. Let me do it well. So the next side is this side. Good. The whole side. All right, so we are familiar with yes, we are familiar with pause and play, right? This one here, this forward here moves to the next song. That's if there is a next song. It moves toward the next song. Let's try it and see at least. Okay, it's rather forwards. It's okay, that's fine. So it forwards the song for you. All right, and this one sends it backwards. That's wonderful. Okay, Okay, so it forwards the song. Okay, and then this one sends it back. That's fine. Okay, then we have on the left side the metronome. Okay, the metronome. Yes, so metronome is it's a device that enables you to play notes or sing notes with respect to time. Okay, so you hear da 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 bam dam 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 da da. Then that instrument is what playing for you. It just times you. Okay, it times your playing of what the notes. Let's just try it. It's easier said than done. Okay. Let me reduce so that you can hear it well. So hope you can hear. So you see. So you see, it times you like that. Okay. So it times. So this is for those that when they are singing and they are rushing. When they are singing and what they are rushing. So just will time you so that you know how the song goes. And this is also very useful for those playing the instrument. It times everyone. It gives everyone the appropriate time to bring in the next note or the next phrase of the song or the next note of the song. Okay, so let's see. So you see, that's the metronome for you. You can increase it. Everything. You can increase the metronome and you can decrease what the metronome. Let's try and increase the metronome and see what happens. Okay, so we're going to increase the metronome to 154. Okay, 154. So let's hear. Yeah, so you see, when you increase the speed of the metronome, it also affects what the song. Yes, it also increases the speed of what the song. All right, that's wonderful. All right, so now we know three things here. Let me show you. We know three things here. Okay, we know the metronome, right? And we know the backward button. That the backward button rather sends the song backwards. Doesn't move to the previous song, but rather sends the song backwards, right? I just learned something today. And also this one here is the pause and then the play button. And then this one here is the forward button. That is, you rather move the song forward. You don't move to the next song. Okay. So this is backward and this is forward button. Hope we are clear. Backward and forward button. Except for this tiny one here. Okay. That tiny one is known as the key changer. So you want to change the key of the song. That is what you use. Let's test that one. Let me turn off the metronome because we are done using it. Okay, so let me. All right, so there's a song, right? So it's telling us that the key is in D, right? Let's try changing it. That's a high key, right? Okay, let's change it backward. We seen it. Let's change more keys. So this is the main key, D, right? Yes, this is the key. This is the original key of the song, D, right? So you can change it forward. Okay, so that's it for Moises. That's great. Okay, so that's it for what Moises. Let's try the other track and see. So you see this one is just giving us the vocals and then what the instrumentals, just as what I said. So let's see. Let me forward this a bit. So fortunately, our song is just 4 minutes, 55 seconds. If it was 7 minutes, it would have cut it to just 5 and then through the 2 minutes, what are we? Good. Now I want you to look at something. Look at the time here. Have you seen it? This is 0:58, right? So it means it's left with just 2 minutes to reach 1 minute. Okay. Now look at the chord progression here. Have you seen it? Now the song is not done yet, but then look at the lock. All right. Now let's identify something. Let's identify something. What happens is after the 1 minute, here, okay, this one, the chord progression will lock, and then there's a reason to what. That's another limit. Yes, that's another limit of what the app. I'll tell you why there's a limit. That's another limit of what the app. I'm going to repeat myself. I'm saying look at the chord progression here. Okay, you see that now it's going but then there's a padlock here, right? Now look at this side here, 0:58. It's just left with 2 seconds to reach 1 minute. And I'm saying that there is a limit to the chord progression in that after 1 minute it stops displaying the chord progression for you. Okay, and I'll explain why there is a limit. Right now let's have a little bit of fun. Okay, let's have a little bit of fun. Let me change the key. Now, good. Look at this too. You see that the original key of the song is C. Are you seeing it? Good. You can change the key towards D flat. That's a key higher towards this key, C. Are you seeing it? And you can change the key towards below. That's B. That's a key lower the original key. Have you seen it? But then look at this. You see, when I'm changing, there's a padlock there. Have you seen the padlock? And the same thing too. After the key higher than the original key, you see that there's a padlock here. Have you seen it? That's also a limit. And I'll explain why there is that limit. I'll explain why there is that limit. So let me just change the key so that it's here. Let me off this. Hallelujah, hallelujah. So listen, I'm changing the key. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Oh, my name Lord, you reign forevermore. Where are you, Lord Most High? So I've changed the key to look below. Oh, let me change the key again. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. You alone deserve it. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. You alone deserve it. So have you seen it? Good. So that's changing the key, and we've all seen the limits, right? All right, so let's continue. It's left with the last part which is this side. The color is not showing well. So it's that for this side. Okay, this side is called the profile button. The profile what button. So when you go to the profile, you get to the profile what page. Can you see the profile page? Very good. You can see the profile page, and then that's very good. Let's go through the interface. We have the profile. You can see profile here. It's just telling you there's a profile what page. You can see settings here. Okay, and then you can see your account, email, and name. You can put your profile to here. Okay, now we have add your skills. That's what skills do you have. Add your goals. That's why you're using what Moises. Okay, now look at something interesting here. It says upgrade to what premium. Upgrade to what premium. So now you see why there are numerous what limits to what our song. I'm using them. Let me state the limits so that it makes clear to you. The first limit is you can't upload more than 5 what songs. Good. The second limit is that you can only manipulate a 5-minute what song. So if your song is a 12-minute song and you upload it, Moises is just going to take the first 5 minutes and throw away the 7 what minutes. Okay, that's the second what limit, right? Let's move to the third limit. The third limit is that your chord progression, okay, after the first minute, okay, after the first minute of the song, there's not going to be any display of what chord what progression. I'm using it. Now the fourth limit is that you can only change a key above the original key and the key below what's the original what key. All right. And I think the fifth limit is you can't even use your metronome, the nice metronome that we're using. You can't what use it. All right. So these are what the limits. The next thing is just to upgrade to what premium. Starting gift. Let me show you how to upgrade to what premium. But first, let's add our skills. So let me go add your skills. I choose I'm vocals. I'm a beginner. Sorry. And what else do I know how to do? Let me lie to them. I know how to use yes, digital audio workshop. Yes, and I also know how to play the keyboard. Hey Robert. Okay, that's it. So done. And then let's move to my goals. I'm just here to teach, right? I'm here to use it to also learn, and then also for karaoke. Also for, yeah, that's it. I'm good. All right, so that's it. I'm done with my skills and then with my goals. So let me move to settings. Let me teach you how to do the premium. Move to settings. Okay, then you see upgrade to a premium. So you click on upgrade to premium. Then you have it here. So I choose monthly or yearly. Which one do you want? So when you use the monthly, unlimited uploads, you use all the smart metron, unlimited chord progression, unlimited what pitch change. I think they write it here. Let me indicate it for you. Since I'm advertising their product. Okay, yeah, so you have a lot of that there. You can choose between yearly or what monthly. Yeah, so let me just choose monthly. Choose monthly what plan. Yes, and when you're using Google Play, you can use your MTN Momo. Yes, you can use your MTN what Momo. All right, so let me just go back, and that's it for Moises. But let me just show you 2 applications you can use Moises for, and then we are good to go. So just here, so let's say I want to lead the song. Okay, I want to lead the song. I'll just play the instrumentals and then sing along. Hallelujah, you alone deserve it. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Literally training myself with what the instrumentals. And if I find out that the key is too high for me, I'll prepare myself and go lower. Hallelujah, 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 you alone deserve it. Yes. Or I want to hear what the individual sounds made by what the singers. Okay, so that I can identify the parts. So let's see. Hallelujah, hallelujah, you alone are near. Hallelujah, hallelujah. So I'm able to identify one part. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. So I've identified two. Hallelujah and hallelujah. Have you seen it? Let me go back. Hallelujah, hallelujah. So you can see I've identified the three parts within what the song by just listening to what the vocals, isn't it? But when I add the instrumentals, you see my mind will also be on what the instrumental. Yeah, my mind will also be on the instrumental because it's also a sound and I'm also hearing, so my mind will be concentrated on both the instrumental and then with the vocals. Sometimes it becomes difficult to identify the parts when you have both instrumentals and vocals were playing. It means you have to really focus what your mind on. But when you have the vocals separated, it becomes much more easier to get what the part. Yes, so that's it for Moises. That's it. I hope you download it, Play Store, App Store, and probably you should access the premium service. Yeah, and that's it.